Hey everybody, this is David B69, and welcome to MLB The Show 25. This is Phillies franchise, and we are deep in the season. We are in August, and I'm so excited that we are in August, and we get to play baseball every day. So, let's get into the game.
Here in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo, singing he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Buxton hauls it in, and there's one away. Matt Vierling now at the plate.
Right fielder, Matt Vierling.
Luzardo, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. One down, base is empty. And there's a strike on the outside corner. And it's even up. And that one is inside. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And no swing, says James Kingsley.
Oh, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Runner on the go. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent.
Now this one gets through. Headed for the plate. The throw in. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but...
Oh, he botches it. Manages a throw to third. He's in there.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Gleyber Torres, batting with one down, takes a strike.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
And next up for the Tigers, Andy Ibanez. On the ground to short, could be two. Over to stop for one, and that's two. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Tigers 2 and the Phillies coming up. Back here in Philadelphia, and today's starter, Jack Flaherty.
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
Swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Left field. Green going after it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down. And time now for the Phillies lineup.
First baseman,
And a big
Bryce
factor for them in
Harper.
recent games, Alec Bohm.
Yeah, he's got a hit in 10 straight games, Boog. I mean, clearly swinging the bat well right now and carrying that momentum from game to game, just being real consistent at the plate. Look for him to have some good at-bats here today.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. One out, bases empty. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And he grounds one back up the middle, gloves it on the dive, fires to first, in the dirt, great pick, got him. What a play.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's Nolan Arenado. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. His 11th of the year, it's 2-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And now it's Alec Bohm. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires across the diamond. That ends the inning. But the Phils edge closer on this solo homer. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Citizens
Leading
Bank
off
Park.
for Detroit,
And now here's a speed
center
threat.
Parker
Outfielder
Meadows.
Parker Meadows. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion. I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Just missing there. And the count 1-2.
2 strike.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. In the air, right side of the infield. Stop. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Javi Baez digs in right side.
Shortstop Javier Baez.
On the ground, a second, might be 2. Over to Turner for 1. On to first, but it pulls him off the bag. Back to the top of the lineup. Colton Keith up now for the Tigers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Keith measures 6 feet 2 inches. Hitting leadoff in today's game. And he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. Tigers leave one as they're unable to add to their. And welcome back to the
Leading
ballpark.
off
Bottom of the
for the
second.
Phillies.
And here's the veteran outfielder,
Right
Nick Castellanos.
Castellanos.
And he swings over the top there.
Good
No
late
ball.
sink
1
on
strike.
that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Max Kepler, the next to hit, takes outside. And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Strike.
And he swings through that one.
1-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that high four-seam fastball, it's become
Batting
such a
seventh,
staple as a strikeout
center
pitch over the
fielder,
years. And
Byron
what's so tough as a
Buxton.
hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Late with the swing there.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Rogers down to first with it. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back here, Citizens
Leading
Bank
off
Park.
for Detroit,
Now it's the right fielder, Matt Vierling. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Strike two. Runner at first with no outs here. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him looking for the K. Froze him with the heater at the knees. And next will be the Tiger cleanup hitter, Spencer Torkelson. First pitch doesn't find the zone. The 1-1 is fouled off. Next offering upstairs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Stays alive. 2-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. On the ground to first. Could be two. One at second. And they bounce into two already. This one ends the third. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Tigers 2 and the Phillies 1. Welcome back. They have been lights out on the mound the past month. Here is a look at the numbers.
Bryson Stott.
Flaherty back to work. There's the strike.
Well, these Phillies, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Green makes the grab, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, catcher JT Realmuto.
Here's JT Realmuto. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Gets him to chase after that one.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him.
Oh, 0-1 now. Swing and a high fly ball left field. makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So they go quietly there. 3 innings complete. It's the Tigers 2 and the Phillies 1. Let's take a look at the player of the month. He has been outstanding of late.
Torres.
And a foul ball.
Well, these Tigers showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Good eye right there.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That's inside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
To the right side, and that one handled. Whips it to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup got that hitter to roll over.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And that drops in for a strike. Tapped up the first base side. Harper takes it to the bag, and the Tigers retired 1-2-3. Tigers are shut down there, but they still lead it 2-1. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
First baseman Bryce Harper.
Outside low, ball 1. And a foul ball. The 1-2. And misses inside. And it remains 2-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning. So now it's Nolan Arenado. He's already homered here in this one.
Arenado.
Popped up. Torres. Brings it in. And there's 1 away.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Late swing. Fouled off. That's a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And that one finds its way through. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Back-to-back singles. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield. But another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
Brings it in. 2 down.
No, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
Buxton in the box now as he looks at ball one.
1 ball.
Second plate appearance of the day for him. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And he can't come up with it. Still able to fire over. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. Phillies leave him loaded, and our score remains 2-1. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
for
pitcher's duel
Detroit,
so
catcher
far. Here's how the
Jake
starters have
Rogers.
performed up to this point. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Rogers, 29 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2016. Swings and misses. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. El Mago coming to the dish. Yeah, that's fouled off. Javi Baez, like fellow Puerto Rican Francisco Lindor, born in Puerto Rico, but was drafted in the first round out of high school in Florida. Here's the 0-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Key in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Stop. Sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. Last half of the 5th coming up. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Second baseman, Bryson Stott.
A little bit high, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Makes the catch, 1 down. JT Real Muto steps in. Struck out looking his first time.
Real Muto.
That misses, and that's ball 1. And that's down and away.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Outside with a breaking ball.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, they've clearly been trying to work him away, and to change it up with a good pitch on the inside. Nice execution. That'll definitely keep him honest.
That one hit to right. Vierling on his way over. He's got it. 2 away now.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And that one is lifted in the air. Vierling brings it in for the third out. Offense held in check there. 5 innings complete. It's the Tigers 2 and the Phillies 1. And we're back.
Leading
Start of
off
the
for
6th, John
Detroit,
Shambi
right
with
fielder,
Chris Singleton.
Matt
And
Vierling.
leading off, Matt Vierling. Outside low, and that's ball 1. That's in for a strike. Nasty pitch.
1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play.
Now batting, left fielder,
Here's Riley Green.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
That one missed. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. Castellanos ranges back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Well, I think the wind ended up being a factor right there. It's whipping in from right field right now. So otherwise, I think that ball's out of here.
Torkelson in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
2 strike.
And that is out of play.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. Fires to first on the run. No play. That's an infield single.
With 2 outs, you just
Okay,
want to find
for
a
the
way to keep
Tigers,
the line
second
moving for
baseman,
the next
Gleyber
guy. So
Torres.
an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done. Just
And no one can get there. Torkelson on his way to third. Coming home. He'll score easily. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
That's a
Check
ball.
swing, and that's a ball. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 1
Torres
strike.
at second with 2 down. Next offered in there for a strike. It's 2-2. And that just misses. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
it feels to me like his time on the mound is running short. He's starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
Meadows in the box again. Takes a strike. First and second, 2 down. This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. In there.
Hey,
He
he's in there.
scores. And they lead by 3.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that
batting,
at bat. These
catcher,
days, most
Jake
outfielders play
Rogers.
pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not.
Oh, he gloves it. So 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest
For
news
the
from around the
Phillies,
league.
First baseman, Bryce Harper.
Flaherty back to work. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
That one's in there. Strike one.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Meadows hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. And now the DH, Alec Bohm. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Torkelson brings it in with a nice running grab.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Joe Ross.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Baez stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a miss at a slider.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a good start to the inning. Colt Keith getting ready to hit. There's a strike.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Despite having 9 hits in the game, the numbers don't exactly jump off the page in terms of exit velocity. Nearly half have been traveling less than 90 miles per hour off the bat, but they're finding a way to get it done.
And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2. Just misses with that one. Baez aboard here at first with nobody out. On the outside corner, got him looking. Matt Vierling digs in now.
Matt Vierling.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's a ball and a strike. Fouled off down the right side. And a pitch. That's a little high. And that's ball 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one ripped left field. That's back. Gone. And they add on. It's 6-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Now the left fielder, Riley Green. That one at 95, missed up top. 1-0. Just missed. Line drive, snags it for the second out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Torkelson, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. To third, Arenado. Tosses across to first. Third out. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
For the Phillies, right fielder Nick Castellanos.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Phils, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Throw on to Torkelson.
Left
One up, one
fielder
down.
Max Kepler.
Max Kepler at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Now with the shift on, hits right into it. Whips it to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Byron Buxton. There's a swing and a drive. That's a base hit. Man at first. Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. And first offering is fouled off. Buxton leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Squirts away a little bit.
No balls, 2 strikes.
No advance. Good job behind the dish. And the 0-2. Buxton on the run.
Ball.
Pitch misses.
1 and 2.
Throw to second.
Right down,
Out.
attack.
And that'll end the inning.
The catcher.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back.
Phillies,
And a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the
40.
8th. John McMillan.
John
And with the big
McMillan.
deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Now the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. That catches the corner. McMillan goes 6 feet 3 inches. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, and occasionally uses a cutter. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Misses. Now 1 and 2. And a swing and a miss. 2 out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Tigers fail to make any noise. They still lead it, though, 6-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jason
Now
Foley.
pitching for
And you
Detroit,
know, bullpen guys can struggle
Number
sometimes when they're
68.
called upon with big leads
Jason
because
Foley.
it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Hit in the air, left field. Green makes the catch, and there's 1 down. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. First
1 ball,
offering misses
no strike.
badly for ball 1. Tigers bullpen with some action. Will Vest up and throwing. Canely also throwing. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. On to first, and there's two gone following the strikeout.
Oh, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
Turner stands in with two away as he takes a ball. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground to third. Throw on to Torkelson. Turner is out. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Through 8 full. Tigers 6.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new
Number
pitcher on the
50.
mound. Orion Kirkery.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
Rogers leading things off and takes a strike. That pitch in for a strike. 0-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout. That's back-to-back singles for him. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Keith, batting with one down, takes a strike. That clips the corner.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Keith tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. He held up. Patrick Johnson with the call there. This one in the air. Harper. And there's 2 down. And next to hit for Detroit, Matt Vierling. Right through there for a strike. Comes up empty.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock.
Right through there. Got him. And the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left. 2, 3, 4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Will Vest.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Harper in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. That's down and in. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And there's a ball. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him looking. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Arenado stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Next offering is fouled back. The Tigers leading by 5. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Pitch misses there, and a count 2-1.
Three balls, one strike.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. One down, base is empty. Sets him down looking. Now only 1 out remaining.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Boom. In the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
Now batting.
Here's
right
Nicholas
fielder,
Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos.
And first offering is fouled off. Boom. Off of first with 2 away. Inside. 1-1. Swing and a miss. As he was out front that time. This could end it. Next offering misses down and away. Two now. And that's too high.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
That one drilled left field. Tattooed and gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 6-3. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. The 3-2 count, you've got to be ready to hit at the plate, even if it's a borderline pitch. You don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands. You've got to be ready to pull the trigger. He had a great swing on that, and he got rewarded for it.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Tyler Holton.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball.
Number 87.
We see a pretty high turnover
Tyler
rate because of it.
Holton.
Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Now a chance for Max Kepler. That's back. Say goodbye to that one. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they're chipping away. It's 6-4.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Buxton stands in now and watches strike one. And a big swing and a miss.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
On the ground to third, and this should do it. Now the throw to first on the run, and that'll do it.
Well, Boone, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Well, it was typical Phillies baseball. When we had the big opportunities with bases loaded and such, we failed to deliver. But when we're down like a bunch of runs, we come back, we make it look interesting, but we fail. And like I said, that's typical Phillies baseball. It's stuff that you watch on TV and real life all the time, and that's what happens. So, yeah, unfortunately, we didn't have enough to come back today. We didn't perform well, and we didn't do our job. So, yeah, I mean, Turner didn't show up. Stott didn't show up. Realmuto didn't show up. A lot of people just were no-shows. It was nice that Ariano finally got his first homer as a Philly. It's good to see that. So, yeah. That's what it is. Luzardo didn't have his best stuff today, and that's okay. So until next time, this is David B69 saying have a great day, everybody. Peace. I'm out.